And let's go ahead and introduce the next entrepreneur that's going to be joining us. So next up, we have Dina Moskowitz. She is the founder and CEO of SaaSMax. So a bit about Dina. Dina has been the CEO from inception and has been involved in cloud-based businesses and or internet technologies for the majority of her career. And as the CEO and founder, Dina oversaw the development and launch of a platform for cloud-based online data storage and executed a private white label licensing distribution strategy. She was also the principal and founder of Corporate Business Plan Associates, through which she has provided business plan and strategic consulting services to early and mid-stage companies, primarily in the technology space, for more than 15 years. Dina lives in La Jolla, California with her family and is an active member of the board of Seacrest Village Retirement Communities. And with that, I'm going to invite Dina to come up and join us here so she can share a bit about her solution, SaaSMax. Welcome, Dina. So Dina, you should see a pop-up on your side granting you access to join me on screen here. And you can come and share with us. While we wait for Dina to come up, I just want to share with you a little bit about, oh, there you are, Dina. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share and you can take it away.
Fantastic. I am looking for my screen to share, so let me, hopefully it will show up. Apologies for the technical difficulties. It worked during the earlier thing. So can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can, Dina. Go right ahead.
Awesome. Okay. Well, hi, everyone, and thank you for having me on this. The event so far has been great, and Amy, your team looks amazing, and I hope to someday have a company large enough to have a team like yours and a corporate culture that really is that innovative and amazing to work with and for. I'm CEO and founder of SaaSMax.
Excuse me, Dina. Sorry, we're seeing your entire desktop. So if you want to bring up your specific slides.
Well, that's okay. I thought I was looking at my slide deck. So let me see. I'm not sure what to do.
So we were seeing the Remo window.
Right. And let me see if, it's right now when it says what I can share, it's only allowing me to share that. And I've had this happen in some other ones. Let me see.
Okay. So I do have the deck you sent to me, so I can go ahead and share my screen and you can just tell me when to advance, all right?
That would be perfect. Fantastic.
Okay, so you can go ahead and stop your screen share.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'll bring mine up.
Good. We love technical difficulties.
That's okay. We're in the virtual space. This is totally fine. Okay. All right, Dina, go ahead and take it away.
Fantastic. So yeah, so I think we can, so yeah, this is me. And I basically have been in what's called channel partnerships for a good portion of my career in the cloud software space. And I exist today. I live for helping B2B software and technology companies get to market through channel partnerships. And I'll tell you more about that as we go. And so we can move to the next slide. But basically, the reason and how I got into this place of partnerships is that I had a prior company, a data storage company called Critical Digital Data, and it did very well, and my investors were happy at the end of the day, but I could have done so much more and taken that business so much further had I known about this whole go-to-market strategy called channel partnering. And for entrepreneurs, especially ones that are just emerging and building new technology in the software as a service space, a lot of times they don't realize that it takes more than direct sales and more than direct marketing to get to market. It really takes a whole partnership community, because the partners out there are the trusted advisors who already have relationships with customers. They're the ones who can be the referrals, the integrators, the trainers, and the ones who are providing support and the selection. And sometimes they're even the consumers of what you're selling. So we exist to help sales teams and marketers to optimize and accelerate their indirect sales channels. And we've innovated a platform, a technology platform, that makes that easier and more efficient. And so let's move to the next slide, please. What I've done here is I put together a really quick slide that says, well, what is this indirect sales channel? I know on the enterprise side, you probably realize it. And someone like Insight is right in there with the resellers and VARs and very strategic, trusted advisors who implement solutions for big companies. For the vendors and the entrepreneurs on the call today who don't think about this, when you're going to market, you have to consider how to go through these partners, whether it's directly through partners or with distributors, et cetera. So we service all of those types of companies in the middle, and keeping in mind that today there's about 2.5 million of those types of providers, and it's going to be growing, and the demand is supposed to grow by 10x over the next several years. So it's a pretty important piece of technology go-to-market strategies. Next slide. We can skip this next one as well. It's called partnership because it is about trusted advisor relationships. Now, what's going on is instead of it being linear today, it's morphed into a blob. And so when you're going to market and looking at who to partner with, how do you know which direction? There's so many different types of partners today, domain experts and managed service providers and telecom agents and marketing agencies, et cetera. You have to really navigate. It's complicated. And if we turn to the next slide, that and by the way, I didn't make that up. That's from an industry analyst, Forrester, talking about what it looks like today, the landscape, and how complicated it is. And so what's been going on for years, and it's only getting escalated now, is that finding the right partners to partner with is very difficult. There has been no access to data about partners. And so it's been manual and time consuming and expensive. And it's also, because of the lack of data, it's been a very unreliable process to know which partners are the right partners for you. And then with executives turning over and having those relationships, again, being able to grasp which partners are important matter. And as a result, the evidence is clear that most vendors out there who are investing in building partner programs are seeing that only 15 to 20% of them are actively driving revenue, because 80 to 90% are the wrong partnerships in the first place. So next slide. So we decided to say, how can we help solve that problem? How can we create a tool that allows you to find the right partners more rapidly with the right types of criteria? And we leveraged and looked at what's going on in other industries. And if you go to the next slide, we were able to say, if you could build a solution that looks at all the different types of business attributes of partners, and you make them easily searchable, you can now determine and be proactively discriminatory on who you're going to recruit. So next slide. And that's what really we did, was we built a tool. It's Partner Optimizer platform. And what we did in that in order to build it, is we looked at what are the attributes of an ideal partner. And for entrepreneurs who are going to market, it's important that your partners have the right expertise, the right solutions, the right business model, and the right customers. And they have to be great to work with, like a company like Insight. And of course, they have to be driving revenue to you. So the next slide is just a little, I think we're out of time, but this is what Partner Optimizer looks like. And we've been bringing it to market. And so next slide would be great as well. So with Partner Optimizer, what we've been seeing with our customers to date, and it's only been out since Q1, is that we're helping teams who are building partnerships to save time by recruiting over, by 50% or more faster. They're saving a lot of money doing it because they're starting with the right partners. They're saving a lot of energy, and they're accelerating their sales because they're starting out with the right partners in the first place. So that's really what our core is, our essence, is helping channel teams to find the right partners more quickly and efficiently. So if you're interested in learning more, please feel free to reach out, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Dina, for your great presentation. Again, if any of you are interested in meeting with Dina, you can do so in the virtual lounge when we go into our next experience today.